Hello, crafty friends. My name is Robin, and I would like to thank everyone for coming to visit my Crafty Hive on this evening. On today, we will be doing a in the hoop zipper pouch. This zipper pouch has a quilted pattern on it, and I will be doing the quilted pouch using faux leather. I did purchase the file a while ago, and I also this evening added it to the chat. Then I went out to both StreamYard and YouTube and added the zipper pouch to the description box. I meant to do it yesterday and then it slipped my mind. And then I looked over at the chat and I saw that, we have to have this. We have to have this pouch, Robin. So I did. So if you are watching the replay, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are here during this live, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. I would also like to thank all of my Crafty Hive for all of your love and support. I've reached 600 plus subscribers, and I know that I would not have been able to do it without everyone that's here. So thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So at this time, what I'm going to do before we start hooping today's project, I am going to go ahead and say hello to my guests. I got a little sidetracked because I heard a little something. So let me say hello to everyone and let me make sure that you can hear me okay. So yes, thank you, everyone. Because I was like, oh, can you hear me? So yes, so I'm going to go ahead from the top. Hello. Hello, DB. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I see that you are in the dinner bushes, and I really appreciate you coming in and hitting the like button. Thank you so much, DB. I appreciate all of your support. Hello, Creative Notions. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Creative Notions, I did, in fact, add the project link in the chat, in the live chat, as well as in the description box. So thank you so much for that reminder. I appreciate you. Yes. Oh, here it is. Hello, Rosalind Lewis. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Stacy at Lady Blue Bear Designs by Stacy. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here in the bushes and during my live. Hello, Picture Me Crafting. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And oh, okay. Hello, Jesse Gibson. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let me tell you, Jesse, I appreciate all the you watching all of the previous videos just so that I could get the watch time that's needed to go along with the next level of things. And I haven't checked today. Um, so I'm going to check before I get off of the live today just to see if I was very close. I as far as the watch time hours, I believe it was 3,000 and I was very, very close. So I'm going to check it just to kind of do the checks and balances. But I appreciate you, Jesse. I know that there are a plethora of people who help me with the watch time hours, but I'm calling out Jesse Gibson because he was up throughout the night and just, kind of like, oh, telling me, hey, oh, about the various videos that he watched. So I didn't want that to go unnoticed, all your late nights. So I thank you so much. And I thank everyone who has helped me thus far with the watch time hours. I just wanted to make notice. So, hello, Jennifer Hancock. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Let me see. Hello, Doris. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss Melissa, Tailor Made Designs LLC. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. And let me see. Oh, hello, April Jackson. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, is that Eartha Lewis? Welcome in from Louisiana. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Patricia Slocum. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Lady G. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here as well. Thank you. Thank you. So let me see. Okay, and I'm going to go down to Love to Sew. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Oh, thank you to everyone. I hope that I did not miss anyone in the chat thus far. And yes, if you are just stopping in, I just want to, say thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Mary Brown. How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. So let me see. Yes. Awesome. And Lady G, I thank you for being a moderator. Thank you, Lady G. You may have to refresh your screen. Hello, Marissa Crafts. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Yes. So, again, I want to mention that we are, in fact, on this evening, we will be doing another In the Hoop project. And this In the Hoop project is a quilted zipper pouch. And it's embroidered on faux leather. So at this time, what I'm going to do is go over to my craft bar, which is right behind me, and just show everyone all the supplies, and we can get the faux zipper pouch, the faux leather zipper pouch kind of hooped, and then we'll go on. So what I wanted to also say that I did want the wristlets to go along with the faux leather purse or zipper pouch. So what I did was I went into Embroidery, and in Embroidery, so if I have to, so I'm learning Embroidery and I'm loving it. I'm loving the things that I'm learning. So the wristlet that I purchased had one long wristlet. It was probably like 1 inch by, I don't know, 11 and a half inches, I'll say. And it's not exact, but it's one. So I have to hoop my, what is it? My 7.9 by 14 by 2 hoop. So it's a pretty large hoop. But why just make one wristlet when I can make 4? So I went into Embroidery and did a copy and paste. and laid all of those on the storyboard, um, just so that I can get more than just the one. So I did 4. Why not? So that's what I did in Brilliance. And then from there, I saved what I did. I saved everything to my flash drive and then took it over to my embroidery machine. And when I go over to my desktop or over to my craft bar, you'll see what I did. So without further ado, let's go on over to the craft bar. Did I miss anyone else? Yeah, so I am really enjoying embroiderance. So let me change the view. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over to my craft bar. Yes, awesome. So let me see here. I just want to make sure that it changes on my iPad because I'm trying to watch in real time as well. So yes, awesome. Yay. Okay, so what you are currently viewing, and while I have you watching the craft bar, I want to make you aware well, let me I'm on my phone because I have to use my, just to let you know what I'm doing. I'm on my phone, and what I have to do on my phone is get a third view so that I can add the view of my embroidery machine. And I did not have a chance to do that prior to the live. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of off. Um, you know, you can't see what I'm doing, and I'm just letting you know while I'm filibustering. Yes, so I'm just okay. Yes, so I'm adding my embroidery machine to the stage. So it's telling me that I'm backstage right now. So I'm going to add my embroidery machine. Okay. So now I'm over here on the craft bar. So here is the finished pouch that we will be embroidering on today. And I absolutely love it. It's like an emerald green pouch. And this emerald green has that quilted pattern. If you can see the quilted pattern here. Let me... Hello, Pearl Lucas. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So with this, I did put the tab on the side, and it is quilted on the front and the back. And then when you open it, I have the camouflage lining inside. And I always kind of try to put a garment tag in there in the inside of my pouches. So this is really supple and nice. And I don't know if you remember, I did a shirt with this camouflage, and this camo is actually a scarf. And the scarves that are in Hobby Lobby, they have a plethora of scarves. And the scarf was only like 99 cents. So I bought a few of the scarves. So that's what I use for my lining. Look at that. I mean, the details is very intricate. I absolutely love this faux leather purse. is very nice. Very nice. So I'm going to go, and now that I've showed you, you know, the project for this evening, I'm going to go ahead and go over the supplies. So here I have my embroidery hoop, and that embroidery hoop is the 7.9 by 14 by 2 hoop. I'm going to take this off to the side and take it over to the embroidery machine and kind of hoop it on. Here I have my zipper, and it's like the army green zipper. I have my garment tag. For the sake of time, I've already embroidered the back of the faux leather pouch. Here is the front portion of the pouch. Here I have the lining and the batting. And the batting helps give it that quilted look. So here you can already see the quilted pattern here. And I did like a tone on tone just to, you know, have it, I don't know. I don't know. I'm falling in love from time to time with the tone on tone. Just wanted to, you know, kind of mix and match. I did ask that question in, there was a post of what color should I do next. So I just wanted to be a little more well-rounded because I would do pink and purple all day. So I also, as far as my handy dandy supplies, I try to keep my fabric scissors, my double bend scissors. I keep my tape as well as my wooden spatula. And I kind of keep the 505 adhesive, temporary adhesive spray nearby, just in case if I need it. Not all the time I need it, but I want it, when I need it, you know, I want to keep it nearby. So let's go ahead and move these items off to the side. So while the embroidery machine is stitching out the faux leather zipper pouch for this evening, here is the wristlets. So this is what we'll be cutting out as well. We will be cutting the wristlets out and making all 4 of them, and I do have the hardware out. So let me, as far as the hardware, let me take the tool out, because I did not take that tool out. And actually, I'm hoping that I can find it. Okay. So I do not see the tool just yet. It can't be far away because I keep everything right here in the craft room. It's just that, Okay, so let me hoop the project so I won't take too long. So let me see. Did I miss anyone coming in? Hello, Donzel. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Anita Omer. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So what I'm going to do is add my embroidery machine to the craft bar as well. My embroidery machine is on the craft bar. What I was doing was adding to the stage, and you're not able to see what I was doing. but I was able to add it to the stage. Okay. Hello, Evelyn Warner. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yes, so here we have the embroidery machine. And we also have today's project up. And that is up on the machine as well. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and let the pattern kind of give me the outline of where it would like for me to place the zipper. And let me get my instructions. And I do have my instructions on the computer. Awesome. So I wanted to ask, would anyone be doing this project? Who, let me know in the chat if you'll be doing this project. Awesome. Okay, so I'm over here at my desk. You're not able to see me, but what I'm trying to do is move a lot of things off of my desktop. Awesome. And I wanted to bring up the project for this evening on my desktop, just so that I could, you know, if I kind of get lost, I can find my way. Okay, so here we have where the embroidery machine did the outline stitching for the zipper, and it gives you an outline of the sizing of the pouch. So what we're going to do here is line up the zipper with the middle line here. So I'll use my tape. Oh, okay. Oh, so Creative Notions, this is your first faux leather pouch. Oh, okay. Miss Evelyn Warner. She said that she has leathers, but going to look for faux leather. Awesome. That is great. Awesome. You're going to have to let me, know when you get them. I like to see what, if you get pattern or plain. So I am lining the zipper up with the line that the pattern called for. Hello, Monica Sosa. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I also have, let me see, the opposite side. And then I'll go ahead and take that down as well. Then I'll rehoop my design. Awesome. And I'll keep my spatula nearby. And that's my wooden spatula. So we'll go ahead and let the embroidery machine, and I believe this design goes right over the zipper. It doesn't waste any time. It just go over. It's like, whoop. You got to make sure you pay attention to the pattern and what it's going to do, because all designers do not design the same way. So immediately, this design kind of goes over top of the zipper. You see that? It went right over top of the zipper. I'm like, oh wow. So I'm going to lift up awesome. So what I did was lift up my tripod a little, just so you can look kind of down on the design to see all those stitches. So let me make sure that view is good. Looks good to me. I just want you to, kind of get the best view possible, like be on top of things. So now that we put the zipper in the correct placement, we are now going to go ahead and what is the next portion? I'm looking at my instructions and they are actually on my computer. So I'll place the batting on top of the stabilizer. So the next step is to go ahead and just lay the batting down. So let me go ahead and get the batting. Hello, Karen Mary. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, you did it in the hoop project with your scraps. Oh, that is, oh, wow. Scrap leather and suede. Wow, the thin ones. Lambskin. Lambskin works well. Oh, that is awesome. That is really, really awesome. What type of what type of embroidery machine do you have again? Love to sew? Because I wonder, which one you have that, does the faux leather. Okay, so we're on number 3. So it's going to go around and it's doing the tack down for the placement of the pouch. And this is the batting that's here. So that is step 2. And awesome. So now we could take our double bend scissors, or I have some single bend as well. So I'll take the double bend embroidery scissors and kind of cut around and cut off the excess of the batting, because all of this, you want to get rid of the bulk and you want to cut close to the stitches without cutting the stitches. So let's go ahead and cut away as close as you can get to the line without cutting the stitches off. So got one piece off, and then you just, you can unhoop it, but I would like for you to see what I'm doing, and I'm hoping that I'm doing an okay job with staying in frame. Okay, yes, so here I am. Okay, and then I'll just go around the bottom and kind of just go ahead and go around and cut the excess batting off. And we're getting there. We're almost done as far as cutting the batting. And then while the design of the quilted design is stitching, then we'll go and make some of the key fobs. And I have not found my tool yet. I knew it was something. Oh, tool found. I tried to keep everything, you know, kind of grouped together if it makes sense, you know, and I had that tool over with the rest of the tools, which makes sense to me. So I'm okay. So I did rehoop her, but now I believe it's time to put the lining fabric. So the lining fabric face down. Okay, so I was not done. So I'll go ahead and I have to turn it over and put the lining fabric on the back. So let me unhoop her all the way. And I'm going to try to at least let you see what I'm doing. So you have to have the design and a good, let me turn my camera a little. So you have to have it on a nice firm foundation. You don't want to have it where it's going to fall, because you don't want to unhoop your design. Unhooping it or kind of messing with how the stabilizer is firmly holding on to everything. You don't want to mess that up, because that can ruin your entire design. So we're going to place this face down, and when it goes face down, let me add my, let me change up the view. So I want you to see exactly. Hello, Jennifer Reese. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let me, I'm going to see if I can get, okay. So here you'll see all three views. But what I would like for you to see is the lines. So I'm going to bring this over here. And can you see those stitches? Those are the stitches that are right behind the zipper. So you want to place your fabric over top of those stitches. And you want it on the opposite side. So some people would say, pretty side face down. So we're going to, I don't know why this fabric, it seems like it's just to the T. I don't know who did that cutting. Okay, so what we're going to do is make sure that it's over the stitches so that it can stitch it down. And I do not have enough wiggle room. This is strange. But I'm taping it down. Hello, Patrice. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you. We are making a faux leather purse this evening. So let me go ahead, and now that I have her in the hoop, and I hooped her back, and I just don't have much play room. That's weird. But let me go back to the embroidery machine. I'm going to maximize the embroidery machine again. Awesome. So we are on. So what we did so far was we cut the batting, then we added the lining, and the lining should be face down at this time because it's going to stitch across. And then we're going to turn the hoop over, which we did, and place the fabric over the zipper with the zipper side down. The bottom edge of the fabric, okay, and secure it with tape if needed. Okay, so let's go ahead, and on the front side, let me make sure that you can see. Over here on the front side, what I want you to see is where the zipper is. You want to go over top of the zipper and down to the batting. And you can take this in place if you need to, just to make sure that there is no wiggle room, or you have enough on the left and the right. And then I'll just put just a little tape to hold it in place. Not too much, Robin. I have to talk myself out of all this tape. So put the presser foot down, and we are going to go ahead and start step 4. And what it's doing is putting the lining and the front portion in place all at the same time. Okay, so now that we have the fabric in place, we are going to go ahead and flip the front fabric over, and we can secure it with some tape as well. Okay. So I don't know how I did this, but we're going to try to see what happens. But it seems like it's a bit thick up here. Awesome. So you see how the batting is here, and I have enough to pull the faux leather over top of the batting. And then it states that you can secure it with tape. So I'm just taking these little pieces of tape that I have over here and securing it down. And we'll go ahead and hit start. Press the foot up. We're on step 5. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is do the quilted design. And this design kind of starts here at the bottom, and it says that this should take 15 minutes. So, yes. Yes, happy holidays, everyone. Thank you, Donzel. Thank you. Yes, happy holidays. So I'm going to go ahead and change the view up a little bit. So let me see. We're going to kind of maximize my desk. So let me StreamYard kind of change things around a little bit. Some things that were visual, I was able to see. I'm not able to see anymore. So let's see if this is the right one. No, it's not. Okay, there's Robin. So I want to take my desk. Huh. So let me just give it a minute. And I'm just trying to make my desk larger. Okay. So I was just trying to Robin in her singing voice. So Miss Evelyn Warner, I am using like the surgical tape. So I'm not sure why I can't. Normally I can. The green is regal. Yes, it is, Miss Merlinda. Yes. So what I'm trying to do with all this um, filibustering is what I'm doing. I am. I'm trying to get my desk to be larger, and me, I want to be a lot smaller. So, and I do not want that to. So I've played around with this long enough. So I'm like, it normally, is a drag and drop, and I would typically be able to just drag and drop my design, but I wanted you to be able to see all three. Hmm. So it says shift 4 or shift F4. Oh Lord, not for the Mac. Oh, I just wanted. Whoop, finally, it has happened. Finally, I get to have. Whoop, I had 15 minutes. It's almost done. Phew. Okay, I played around with that long enough. So while it's still stitching out, what I'm going to do is take like the wristlets, the key fobs, and I am going to carefully cut these down. So what I'm doing, I'm using my line, my guides here on the self-healing mat. So I want to stay around that 1 inch mark. And I was able to purchase a new Fiskar cutting tool to cut my fabric. And it cuts like butter. Then I want to keep it close to the line just so I can get the extra off. And this also helps me keep everything lined up. And then I'll go ahead and keep it all lined up and go ahead and cut. Yes. Awesome. Look at that. Look. I love it. And then I'll go ahead and each time that I cut, I'm just trying to keep it even Steven. So I just use the lines as my guide before I cut, because you just want to look at the measurement twice and cut once. Okay, and it looks like as far as this side, it looks like it's more on here. So I'm going to cut a little more off. Okay. Yes. So we won't, just in case if my design finishes up, I do have the hardware here. And this will be the wristlet for the purse. And it has like the same quilted design on there. It's kind of hard to see, but it has the quilted design. And then I'll take the hardware and I'll put that in place. And then I also have my tool to kind of press it in place. So it's like it has two little teeth inside, and those teeth you want it to pierce and kind of like catch on to your faux leather or whatever the material that you'll be using, and then get those prongs right in there, and then use your tool and squeeze. And mine's is pretty big. Then before I mash it really good, I just take that final look. And this particular, and then I just squeeze extra hard now that I like the placement. Awesome. Looks good. But I could have taken this key ring off because the company that I purchased this from, they already attached it. So I really could have did myself a favor and removed it before I put it on. So we have one. So I'm going to take the purse that we already stitched out. Hello, Miss Sharon Davenport. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you, Miss Sharon Davenport. If you haven't had a chance to do so, please hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So here is where I'll just attach the wristlet. And look at that. Look at that. That is really nice. And then you can just take your wrist, put it on your wrist, and you can carry your phone and other goodies inside. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Yes. Hello, Rachel, Unbiased LLC. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Miss C. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. Hello, Karen Knighton. Welcome in. Hello, Anna Smith. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate everyone being here. Oh, you said that you need a bigger machine to make one. Mrs. C, let me hold on, Mrs. C. The embroidery machine has finished. Mrs. C, keep me on point, please. You are making a statement. Let me your statement. I want to go to this design. Did you see the design and check your hoop sizes? Let me go to the embroidery machine and go to the next step. And then I'm going to come back to Miss C's question, or not a question, but a concern. Hello, Papyrus Petal Designs. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so I have to read my instructions off of my computer. I had a situation where when I purchased my ink, it did not my machine, my HP, it said that it was counterfeit, and I haven't had a chance to get another I haven't had a chance to get more ink. Okay, so now let me see, we did step 5. Yes. So now we're at step 6. So what is asking us to do is go to the back, turn it over, and pull the lining down. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Let's maximize the... Okay. So what we're going to do, yes, you're able to see. So we're going to unhoop her. And I'm going to come over because I need to have ample amount of space when doing all of these things or next steps. So I need to make sure that it's on a solid flat because this hoop is a 7.9 by 14 by 2 size hoop. So it's very large and you don't want it on unstable kind of territory. And when you have it not stable, you run the risk of knocking your stabilizer out of whack. And that calls for a messed up project. Hello, Sean. Welcome in. Go Savvy Designs by Sean. Welcome in. So, yes. Thank you, Mrs. C. If you haven't had a chance, please hit the like button. So what I'm going to do now, pull the fabric down. Now, I don't know how in the world Robin, honey, I don't know how I got off on my measurements, but I feel like I am off, honey. I had no idea. Ugh! The nerve. Oh, the nerve of you. So I'm a little quiet because I'm like, girl, how did... So I don't know how, I just don't know. I don't know how I'm like barely, like I'm struggling for, I don't know. This is not right. And it's cotton, so I'm trying to get to the lines, and I'm barely, like I'm fighting for my life. Okay, so stop whining and let me go ahead and get as close as I can. I cut this a little too short. That's what it looks like. Okay. If I can stop whining and just put the fabric back on the hoop. And more importantly, when you turn your fabric over, you want to make sure, see how this is the portion that hooks back up to the hoop on the embroidery machine. You definitely want to tape it back or get rid of this excess, because if this is left and it sticks in your hoop, your hoop can be dislodged. It can actually kind of flip over and, you know, unhook itself from being latched on. So you got to be careful there. So I'll go ahead. It looks like, I don't know when it happened, but it looks like I'm out of thread. Like it's very little, the bobbin thread. So let me get a new bobbin. And we will take the new bobbin here. Awesome. And whenever you do the bobbin, you always want to go in the shape of a P. And we'll go ahead and cut it off and then put the top back onto the bobbin case. Then I'm rehooping her. She's all rehooped. Let me go back over to my instructions. So what it's going to do at this point is go around So I'm back over here at my computer and you're not able to see what I'm doing, but what I'm trying to do is kind of see the steps that I'm at, and then I'm checking my embroidery machine, so I'm at number 6. So step 6. Okay, so I turned it over, I pulled, secured. Okay, so I can also take my faux leather scraps here and I can add hardware at this time. So I'm going to go with the black hardware again. And you don't need much. So I would say, let me move the straps. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off at about 3 inches. And when I'm cutting, I always like to use my ruler to help me. So I always like to push my ruler down before I cut. And then I'll cut it because I don't want to, you know, cut my fingers. So that is, the strap is a little short. I'm not short, it's a little thin. So I'm going to go ahead and cut off another piece. So I'm using the ruler as my fingers because I don't want to put my fingers too close. So here is the piece of faux leather. And then I'll go back over to the embroidery machine and cut the, lay this down with tape. So the zipper is over here, so it's on the zipper side when the zipper goes closed. And you put the hardware inside. And let me get some more tape. Yes. So let me get a bigger piece of tape. And let me make the screen bigger because the portion that you're seeing bigger is my desk. However, since we are, let me see, since we're at the embroidery machine, I want to take and make that a little bigger because this is very important as far as the design and adding the hardware. Okay, so here, you see how the hardware and where my zipper pull, where my zipper closed. So when you're holding your pouch, I want all the weight to be on the zipper side. So this hardware, you don't want any metal, your needle to go in over any metal portion pieces. You don't want it to hit any hard hardware. So you want to secure it. So at this time, I think that I also have to open my zipper, but hold one moment, please. I'm minimizing my screen so that I can go back. Yes. Okay. So at this step is a lot. So you have to open up your zipper. So I had it taped down. And you want to open up your zipper, add your hardware if you want to, because not all the time, you know, someone adds hardware. Everyone doesn't add hardware. I'm just doing it because I again went into Embroidery and did a copy and paste and made 4 of the various key fob straps. So I have on this step, I have to secure my hardware, open my zipper, and then I flip down the lining. So that's 3 steps. And then I'm going to align. Let me turn my embroidery machine because then it went to sleep, child. You been talking, talking, talking. Okay, so let me see because I think I moved a little too fast. But let me Okay, so check. Can't follow directions. So what I did here was, so it's trying to secure. Let me move this hardware. I think I'm moving a little too fast. Because I don't have to add the hardware until I add the extra piece, and it's going to do like a little. Let me show you. What it's going to do is add this extra line here. This is the step, and I am okay. Let me follow directions. Sometimes when you're making the zipper pouches, you do in fact have to read it once. Sometimes you have to read it twice. And then, hey, why not? You may even have to read it 3 times. So just as long as you fully understand it. Okay. And hello, Making with Marilyn. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Geneva Conan. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hello, Marlise, the Savvy Crafter. Welcome in. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Hello, 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 everyone. And I appreciate Making with Marilyn on Bias LLC and Lady G for being my moderators this evening. Thank you so much. Okay, so now it's ready for the hardware. Okay, Robin. So I'm on the zipper side. The zipper is in fact open. And I want to give it enough so that the hardware is nowhere near the stitches. Make sure that the hardware is nowhere near your stitches. Okay? So you don't need all this tape. And then we're going to take the backer portion that I stitched out prior to the live, and then we'll match it up and let it overhang. So let me get my tape. And I'm going to match it up. And when I say match it up, let me bring you over here. You see the stitches here? You want to take your backer piece and match the stitches, but it has to overhang above the zipper. Match the stitches, overhang above the zipper. So let's go ahead and match the bottom portion. So that's all matched up, and then you can secure it with the tape. Hardware is inside. And then I'll go ahead, tape her down. And I'll give her another piece of tape here. The zipper is also taped down. Then I'll look on the opposite side, and just to make sure that the stitches are in fact matching up as well. And they do. They match up perfectly. Then I will put one last piece down here. And I am using the surgical clear tape for the faux leather. It's pretty strong. So hardware inside, and we can go and start stitching. And it's going to go over the zipper both times. So you want to make sure that your zipper is inside because this is almost completed. So if you're ready to go over the zipper, went over it. Okay. Over the zipper again. Over the hardware. And it's going to go around twice. Okay, once. Okay. Nice. So it went over top of everything. It stitched very well. Now I'm going to go, and I should be on the last and final stitch out. So here is where I will add my garment tag. And you always want to add your name to all of your items that you stitch out, just so that as time go on, your name will still be in your garment. So here is the garment tag that we'll be adding in at this time. This is our last and final stitch before we flip her inside out. So let's take her over here to the table. Oh, I have more than one out. And I can see where I did not secure the, let me get my scissors. I can see where I did not secure the lining down. So let me show you what happened. I'm taking the tape off. I'm going to show you what happened. Okay. So I'm going back to my, let me see. Let me go. Whoop, I didn't kick the thing. So I'm trying again to change the view. So here, you see how the, let me make sure, you see how the lining flipped over as it was stitching because it wasn't 100% secure. So I see an extra stitch here. And how you would fix something like that. Hello, Nicole Jones. Welcome in. Hello, Rosalind Lewis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks everyone for stopping by. So when it's flipped over like this, what I'm going to do is cut on the inside so that it can flip over. So I'm going to cut close to the stitches and not cut the stitches. All that tape, and I still have, let me take some of this tape off of the front side. All of that tape, and it's still flipped over. And guess what? It happens. This the camo fabric is in fact a bandana from Hobby Lobby. They have a pretty large area in Hobby Lobby with the bandanas. And with that bandana being like real featherweight, I needed to secure it a little better, a little more. So I'm taking a lot of this tape off, flip it back over, and I'm just going to take a piece of the tape and secure it down. And I can also cut close to the stitches and not cut the stitches on this second portion, and kind of take that down as well. So now the opposite side of the lining, which is bigger, I don't know, honey, I didn't have no idea what I was doing. Awesome. One purchased already. LOL. Love the green. Congratulations on subscribers. Thank you so much, Nicole Jones. Welcome in. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So now that I'm going to lay down the last piece of the lining, I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to put the good side down. So back to my stabilizer. I use for this project today, I use cutaway stabilizer. I like the cutaway stabilizer, I think, with doing the bags. I think I like the cutaway better than the tearaway, because the tearaway, depending on the intricacies of the quilting, it kind of breaks up. And I'm like, so what's going to happen over time? You know, your bag is going to start coming apart. And I don't want that. So today I went back to my cutaway stabilizer. What I've learned, when you use cutaway stabilizer and you have your zipper covered, at the end of the project, it's sort of hard to get your zipper, because when you're using the tearaway, which I used last week, you can just tear it away. But now today I'm using the cutaway. At this step, before you put the last piece of lining, is toward the end, is before you add the second piece of the lining. Cut your zipper out. Take your doubles, bend, shears, take whatever the sharpest scissor and get up in there. I just stuck a sharp part of the scissor inside of the embroidery hoop. Well, no. I took a sharp part of the scissor and inserted it inside the stabilizer. So you can feel that if you're cutting the zipper or not, and you can feel that you're just cutting stabilizer. Then you just go ahead on in there and cut your zipper out. So right from the beginning, it showed you the zipper line. So right now, I'm going around and I am cutting the zipper out. This step is very important, and it helps you to not cut your zipper, because you don't want to wait until afterwards. And if you have sharp scissors, after you get it, you can, kind of glide across the stabilizer, the cutaway stabilizer. Sharp scissors, you can just glide on across and cut the extra stabilizer out. Yes. Happy holidays, everyone. Yes. Thank you, Rosalind. Thank you, everyone. Yes. So does anyone have any questions at this time? So let me see. So I have my zipper out and I'm excited. Okay. So now you can see my zipper is out. Okay. Now I can put my fabric on top and secure it with the million pieces of tape that I already have out. And then you just secure it down because now this is our final stitch and our pouch will be done. Then we will flip her inside out and we can see. Awesome. So we have her, the second part of the lining fabric, we have that all laid in place. And then we'll go and rehoop her for that last and final. Uh-oh. Did anyone see what I forgot? Did anyone see what I forgot? I am so glad you reminded me. My garment tag. Unbiased. Oh my goodness, my garment tag. So, on the zipper side, where the zipper opens, is on this side. Then we have the hardware. So the hardware is here. So I can put the garment tag here. So you just want to make sure that the garment tag is over top of the stitches. And then just, tape it down to secure it so that when you flip it over, it doesn't come out. And I don't want to push on the stabilizer. I lift everything up. Right. Miss Evelyn Warner, yes, I have the garment tag. So we're going to go ahead. Okay, so now she's back at I'm back at the embroidery machine. And we are going to go ahead, put the presser foot down and let it stitch out and around. This is the final stitch. And while that's stitching, I'm going to try to not nervously look at everything. I'm going to try to cut another wristlet, make another wristlet. Okay. And I'm just, trying to keep with that 1-inch mark. This new rotary cutter cuts like butter. And I'll go ahead on the other side and cut here as well. Then I'll just move the extra pieces out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and just finish cutting so that I can have all 4 of the wristlet. You know, it could be, you could put it on your pouch or you can put it on your keys. It, you know, it can definitely be like a key fob wristlet. You can add your keys to it as well. So, and the last and final slice for this wristlet. And I'm using the little crosshairs right here on my self-healing mat as my guide. Okay. And then the little white pieces that the stabilizer sticking out, the ruler is like my fingers. So I don't want my fingers close by. I want to keep my fingers out of the way. So here I have, awesome. I have another key fob, and I'll keep these extra strips because these will allow me to make more wristlets. Okay. So I want you to go ahead. Okay. And make one more. So I'll take and get some more hardware. And let me secure this. Had to put the blade in. And let me move all the excess items out of the way. Sorry for the noise. Then I'll go ahead. Thank you, Donzel. Thank you. Yes, Miss Evelyn. So inside of my, you can only see, so inside of my drawer, I keep my entire little box, my cobalt box here, and I keep all my items used for embroidery and sewing. And I have everything, and I keep it nearby. And here's where I have all my garment tags as well. Yes, Miss Evelyn, I had to make more of them. And yeah, so I keep them right here in the drawer. And my clips are there. And then I just set it. I'm not sure if you aren't able to see my drawer. Yes. So back to the hardware. I'm here. Oh, let me take this ring off so I won't ruin it again. So I need my other tool because Robin's Creations don't want to mess up her manicure. So it's kind of hard. So I have this tool, and this tool is given to you from the paint department. And I use this tool to go in. I mean, this is what Robin does. Not to mess up her manicure. But it doesn't seem like this one want to budge. So I'll get a new one. Okay. We're going to go ahead and close this hardware on here. And I'll just take the key. I'll take the little presser, the little tool. Well, it's not little. And I want to match up. I hope I'm not out of frame. I apologize. So I want to take the tool and squeeze just so that those prongs will eat at the faux leather, kind of bite it, if you will. Awesome. We have another wristlet. I'm excited. Awesome. So I'll put this, and it has a little lock on the side, and I'll put the lock on. We'll move that tool out of the way. And now that we have a nice view here, I'm going to go over to the embroidery machine, unhoop her. Awesome. So we can unhoop her and flip it inside out. So let's go ahead and change the view. Now that we are done with the embroidery machine, let's go here, and I'm going to change the view. Hold, please. So so I'm just changing up the view a little bit. Awesome. So now we can see on the craft bar, but we're, watching me unhoop everything. So, hello, Claudette Carr. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. So, I'm removing the extra tape as I see it. And the last and final stitch, the last and final stitch did not go all the way around. It left like a little gap. And that's a part of this pattern, so that you'll have ample amount of space to flip the design inside out. And I don't know if you can see it here. You see how it's going around, and see how it's no stitches there? This is the space allotted for you to flip the design inside out. Okay, so I'm just removing the extra tape, and I can definitely unhoop her, and then I just take and pull these guides out. She's all unhooped. Then I put my hoop back together and put her immediately back in the drawer to avoid any accidents of me putting it anywhere that it doesn't belong. Then okay, I have most of the tape off, and I know there's some on the hardware. So let me see. I'm not sure where my black and white scissors are, but I'm going to go ahead and cut this fabric, and I can cut close to the stitches, but of course, on this finished product, you do not want to cut the stitches. You do not. You can cut the zipper, the access piece of the zipper off. So I'm just cutting. Then I'll go on this side as well and cut the excess off. And I cut the other side of the zipper. And I flip and I go around the corners to cut the bulk, so when I flip it inside out, that I don't have all that bulk. And I cut the points off the sides. Now here is the bottom portion. And I kind of go around. And sometimes it wants you to leave like an extra material right here. As you flip it inside out, you'll have that extra material. So here, I'll go ahead. And I'm just cutting off the excess material. Let me move this side of the way. Hello, Keisha Elliott. Welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I just have to leave enough lining. I don't have to leave any of the other fabric. Just the lining. Welcome in, Keisha Elliott. Okay, so here, where the lining is, you just want to push and begin to flip your design inside and out. Okay? And it normally goes with ease, you know. This faux leather that I have been purchasing, it's pretty supple. I haven't had any problem with it at all. Thank you, Patrice. Thank you so much. Yes, so the faux leather that I've been purchasing, it's pretty supple. I know that both Hobby Lobby and Michael's have an array of colors of the faux leather. And Hobby Lobby did have their fabric on sale this past week. So now I'm here and I can get to the zipper portion. And then you just push, push, push until the zipper is open. And you can flip her inside out. And when you're flipping inside out, just take and pay attention to the corners and push that fabric in those corners and push it all the way out. Then remove all this extra tape that secured your hardware. It was in fact needed at the time. So you can see I have the garment tag. And I have the camo in the inside. And then the extra fabric, I can just kind of flip it. And you can't see anything. No holes, nothing. And then, even with, you know, right beside the zipper, you can pull those corners out as well. And then you just go ahead, close it up. The key fob, the wristlet that we made, and then we go right here. Yes, and add the key fob. Look at that. This turned out really nice. Look at this. Look at this. I'm excited. Oh my goodness. Every time I do a stitch out, I tell you, it gets better and better and better. Each stitch out of these faux leather purses, I have truly enjoyed making them all. Look at this. And it's not embroidered just on the back. It's on the front as well. Wow. Thanks, everyone. Oh, my goodness. I am truly, truly excited. I am very, very happy. Look at this. I'm going to bring it up a little closer just so you can see the details in this purse, as well as the wristlets. Look at that. Wow. And a very nice size as well. So the finished size is a 9.5. So it's a 6 by 9.5. Now that's a good size. Look at that. 6 inches by 9.5 wide. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Wow. I'm super excited. Thank you, Mr. D, for coming. Yes, that's what I said. I just been outdoing myself. I just had no idea that I would ever be able to make something like this. And I think each and every one that is here or maybe watching the replay, thank you for coming along and being with me on this journey that I'm on. I am super excited. So, yeah, so I'm going to go back over to my desk. Wow. So, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. So, I'm going to move some things out of my way just so that I can sit back down at my desk. Wow. And wow, Hello, Vera. Welcome in. Yes. Oh, wow. Yes. Hi, Miss Vera, Spilling the Diversity. Welcome in. So I have to go back and I'm going to have to do some updates. Well, not updates. I have to do some catching up. So I thanks for the green hearts, Donzel. Yeah, so I am a part of the Cheerful Giver gift exchange, and I did receive my gift from my Cheerful Giver, Dips Designs, and I did receive it in my P.O. box today. So thank you. So I have to find out what's the next step, because you know what I want to do? I want to open it. But I think I'm supposed to wait. So let that I'm like, ooh, can I open it? Is Unbiased still in? I know. She sent an email. So I just have to, read my email. But I do have a gift really quickly. If I can show you, in fact, let me see, a gift that I did. Now I'm looking because sometimes the names of everyone, sometimes if you have uh um sometimes you'll have a different name than like your YouTube, and sometimes, so I just want to check the name to make sure. I have a subscriber. Her name is my crafty friend, Nicole Bowie Jones. She does crocheting as well. And she had put in her Facebook, on her Facebook page, she had put some of the items in which that she was had stitched out. She had a plethora of items that she had stitched out. And I saw Like I love like the neutral colors, because most times when you have your coats that you do, you know, with your coat, you'll go ahead and try to match up your hats here in Maryland because it's cold. So yes, so let me see here. So what I purchased from Nicole Bowie Jones, and I'm not sure if she's here and possibly in the bushes, but I have my mannequin, so don't be afraid. I'm going to slide her over, and I can see, look at the ruffle hat. Look at this ruffle hat. This is one of the crocheted items that she did, and I put it on my mannequin. I had it on myself, and with, she also sent me the hand covers that goes with it. Look at this. And I purchased this from her. And these are the hand covers that match the hat. Isn't that adorable? Yes. So, and then and it has like a cutout for your thumb. So I thought that was pretty cute, and it matches. And she did gift me some washcloths, and the washcloths are here, and she has like a little hold please. Excuse me, I had to cough. Yes, so the two washcloths, and then she has like a little another piece that she crocheted to hold them together. So what I want to do, let me see, I'm going to go over here. Let me do this. She did send me, Lord, Lord, Lord. Okay, Robin. Let me go over here and open it. So let's see. I should have taken it out of the bag before. I apologize. Whew. Okay, so now this is where I should have been. I poked a hole. So I have here another ruffle hat, and this is the black ruffle hat. And then I also have the head wrap, and this is another one. This is the head wrap. So let me come back over. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Marilyn. Yes, I am so upset. I just like a big frog in my throat. Thank you. I'll edit it out as soon as I get off here. I'm like, oh, come on. Yes. So thank you. Ah, thank you, Marilyn. Woo. Marilyn, you're a lifesaver, because Lord, I'm like, why did I did not even take it out of the bag beforehand? Okay. So what I have here is the head wrap. I absolutely love head wraps, and I would wear it. Let me see. Yes, I would wear it as such. I would put it here on my head. Yes. And then I also had, and when I saw this one, I had to have it because it has the flowers. And then I also have the black. I the black ruffle hat. Yes, so I love them. I absolutely do. So let me see here. It looks, yes. So, yes. So thank you again. I appreciate it, Nicole. I absolutely love my purchase. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. So I wanted to again, okay, look, you're done. My little visitor. Thank you. So at this time, does anyone else have any questions or anything like that? Oh, okay. Keisha Elliott, I got just over a yard. Oh, okay. So I have a lot to play with. Nice. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So let me go all the way down to the bottom. Keisha said it fits my personality. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh, wow, Donzel. A bonnet. I don't wear bonnets. Cool, but that's what it looks like. Okay. Yes, happy holidays, everyone. I'm looking down because my iPad is down. So I just want to catch up. I have my iPad. So yes, I'm going to catch the replay later because I was thinking about you when I got this. I remember the other faux embroidery you did. Yes, thank you so much, Keisha Elliott. She was in Brooklyn, had to find me a fabric store. Exactly. New York, New York, New York. Mm-mm-mm. Thanks, everyone. And did anyone else have any questions for me at this time? I'm not sure. I again want to thank everyone for stopping by to see me stitch out the faux leather zipper pouches. I really appreciate you being here. And let me go back to the bottom because I can see, oops, I can see. Oh, thank you, Pearl Lucas. Thank you. Yes, happy holidays to everyone. Oh, okay. Was meant to be so pretty. Thank you, DB. Thank you. Oh, yes. And hopefully I did not miss anyone. If I did, I do apologize if I missed you. And I'm pretty sure that, possibly we caught everyone. Um, Lady G, Making with Marilyn, and Unbiased LLC, my moderators. Thank you so much. I appreciate everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays. May everyone have a happy and Merry Christmas and a great new year. Be safe. And if I don't have any other questions, I want to ask everyone if you could remember to bloom where you are planted. Until next time, thank you and good night.